Hello, Todd Conitzer with Ignite Media Marketing. Thought I'd shoot a quick video right here from the front steps of my house. I get a lot of questions. What kind of camera should I use if you're going to do a video blog? Or what kind of camera should you use if you're going to start using video for your website? And that's a great question. When I first started out doing different video stuff, I used something really simple, and that was just a Kodak, like a flip camera. Kind of progressed in just to see how it worked and what to use. And I thought I'd share that with you right now, because the simple fact is a lot of people, they're not going to go out and invest thousands of dollars in a camera. Quite frankly, you don't need it in a lot of instances. You just need something basic that you could use to tell your story. The story of your business, the story of basically your blog, or the why you're doing something as far as a business goes. So this is probably the harshest environment you can shoot a video in. I got direct sunlight over on this side. I'm outside with birds chirping, cars going by, and things like that. And I'm using one of my better cameras to shoot this first part of the video, so you can see and hear the difference in quality. It's something that's very important. The reason I wanted to do that is because when I first went out to start looking for video cameras to shoot a blog post, I wanted to know what to use. And I didn't have a ton of money at the time, so I wanted to see what was available to me. I settled on something that I thought was just wonderful, and this is a little camera. It's called the Kodak PlaySport. I have a little tripod adapter that goes on the bottom of it, and I'll switch to this camera here in just a minute so you can hear the quality on the sound versus what you're hearing right at the moment. The reason I like this camera was a number of things. I put a strap on it, and you'll see in a few of my videos that I've used, it shoots in HD in 720, which is great, but also it has a great sound quality, and it's waterproof. That's why the reason I went with the PlaySport, up to 10 feet. So I've shot a lot of video from water footage, basically jumping out of boats and things like that. It's just a great all-around little camera that does really well with different aspects of shooting video. The best part about this Kodak PlaySport, it's like 150 bucks, and it shoots onto an SD card. When you're done shooting, usually you just pop down this, pop the SD card out, put it into your computer, and you can edit it the way you want to. It's just great. It does all right with sound quality as well. Versus the camera that I'm shooting on right now, it's a little higher end camera. It's close to a $4,000 camera. It's got great sound equipment that's on it that you're hearing me in, and dual channel. You're not going to get great sound. And see, that's a lot of times what people don't realize is that when you're shooting a video, people want to be able to hear you, and usually you're in not too friendly of an environment if you're outside shooting for a blog post or as such. So the wind usually plays a huge factor in that. With this camera, you're probably not hearing a whole lot of wind that's going on right now. We have about a 15-mile-an-hour wind, and I have a nice little furry little deal that goes over my microphone, so it cuts down the wind resistance. So let's switch to this camera so you can kind of get a feel on what this Kodak little PlaySport does. And if it's something that you're wanting to just start messing around with for video for your business, something that's just a good entry-level thing that you could use in all environments. It doesn't do real well in low light conditions, but in a condition like this where you're wanting to shoot a video post, this might be something you want to use. So let's switch to this camera real quick and see what you think. Alright, so I'm back on here, and we've switched to the Kodak PlaySport, which is a great little camera. As you can see, first things first is that the video quality is not too shabby, considering it's just a stabilized lens. It really doesn't do any autofocusing much, versus the camera we were just shooting with is basically the JVC HD MY150U, I think is what it is. It's basically, it's a $3,500 to $4,000 camera. It's got a lot of bells and whistles. The biggest thing you'll notice is the sound quality between the Kodak PlaySport, which we're going on now, and the camera I was just shooting with. Now, the reason I wanted to bring this up is a lot of people always ask me, Todd, well, how do I start doing videos for my blog? How do I start doing videos for my website? And you know, you don't need all the big bells and whistles when you first start out. You just need something that's simple, easy to use. You can pull the SD card out, simple to edit with, and that's why I like this camera. Not only that, it's waterproof, so when you're shooting outside and film, and you can just pull it out of your pocket and start shooting. It's wonderful when it comes to rain or storm or anything like that. So that's what I like this camera for. Now, is it the best sound quality? You're probably hearing a little more background noises and things like that. No, it's not. But that's okay. When you're first starting out, you got to take little baby steps, learn how to do your editing, just get some decent footage. Don't shoot in dark spaces, because this camera doesn't do very well in the dark. In high light visibility like this is probably the worst lighting that you could possibly have for a video, but it gives you an idea of what you're seeing in a range there. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions whatsoever, just give me a shout. Again, ignitemediamarketing.com, and I'd be happy to help out in any way I can. Another video we probably ought to talk about later is some editing, what kind of software to use for that if you're doing entry-level stuff when you're first getting started. But other than that, check out this. It's not too bad a quality for the Kodak PlaySport. They also have the Kodak ZI-8, which is the one right underneath this that's not waterproof. It's a great camera. Or you can look into the flip cameras. If you can find a camera that actually has an input audio, so you could actually put a little microphone on, that would be great as well. So hopefully all that helps. If you have any questions whatsoever, I look forward to hearing from you. And again, just don't hesitate to just step out of the box and do something different. Be creative. People are wanting creative content that's out there on the internet. So don't hesitate to start telling your story as a business owner, because that's quite frankly what people want to hear, is what your story is and how you got started and how you can help them. So dare to dream, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.